What's up? So happy 2017. Sorry I haven't made a video the past couple of days. Just been kind of hectic, and at the advice of my nutrition coach, he said just slow down, do what you have to do, not what you want to do. And I got a lot of things done that I needed to get done. So now I'm back on point with these videos. Training is picking up really well. Had a great meeting with Dr. Arena, who is my chiropractor slash physical therapist slash sounding board, and he was really impressed with the progression of my knee, my hips, my hamstrings, my adductors are improving. So the training that I'm doing is giving him the feedback that we both want, which is not only am I getting better, I'm moving better, and I'm moving more fluidly than I have been in the past, and specifically in the knee, doing almost everything pain-free. I get into some extreme bends or some extreme like straightening, and I'll get some tension or pain type stuff there, but it's only concentrated to when those movements are happening. And overall, the day-to-day stuff is really improving. I'm walking, well, I walk 2 miles without any pain, without any hesitation, without a limp, which has been a big goal of mine. Not that I'm embarrassed of a limp, not that I'm embarrassed of the injury that caused it. It was just a goal of mine to walk proudly, as a sign of overcoming the injury. And I won't say that I'm completely there, because there will be times when I get comfortable and I don't think about it, and I tend to tiptoe a little bit on my left side, just because the leg was shortened for so long because of I just couldn't get it straight. So I tiptoed a little bit, but now I'm really forcing the heel toe, trying to imagine equal plantation of the big toe and the pinky toe as they hit the ground at the same time, and kind of clawing into the ground. And that's really helped me just visualize as I walk. And sometimes I think it takes away from the annoying kind of tightness that happens as I go further distances. I just think about that clawing effect, and it takes my mind off of it. So as far as my training goes, everything's starting to pick up right now. As you saw, I did 8 sets of 4. It was about 410 pounds or so in quick succession. That's probably a little heavy percentage-wise for where I am, but the weight moved how I wanted it. I feel good. No harm done. I did some exercises earlier today that I did not film, which were the belt squat, some lunges, and what else did we do at the therapy office? Oh, some TKEs. Those have really played a big benefit, and I think helping the knee move a lot better. So the workout that you did see was somewhat adapted and shortened compared to what you would have seen, because as I started today, my quads and my hamstrings were a little bit sore from the belt squat, and also the TKEs. I just didn't want to beat my knee up too much. So, I feel really good. I posted yesterday that I'm down 24 pounds in a month. I started out at 347 pounds. I did the first week by myself, just cleaning up my diet, really trying to focus on eating just clean quality foods, not necessarily portion controlling. And then for the last 3 weeks, I've been working with Paul George out of Olympic Gym in Manchester. He's the owner, operator, bodybuilder, powerlifter, and he and his wife Tanya, they run everything over there. And both of them are kind of in control of everything that I do, because of our relationship, which goes beyond the platform. They've really been a sounding board for me as far as future planning on the platform and the sport, and what I really want to accomplish. Do I want to chance a big number at Tattooed and Strong if that hinders long-term progress, or do I want to think big picture and just take the proper steps forward? And they're always great to kind of rein me in a little bit, because I'm always so driven and so immediate results, like I want it now. But Paul, who's much older than me, been much more competitive than me for a lot longer time, has really encouraged me to think longer. I kept telling myself, man, if I could compete 1 or 2 more years, I'd be happy. And he was like, well, would you really? What if we could take 1 or 2 more years and get you back better than ever? And then would you walk away if you were the best you've ever been? And the answer would be no. So I think given that attitude and having that kind of that little angel counter to my devil on the shoulder as conscious, they give me a lot of great advice and they keep me grounded. So I really feel like we've got a dream team going, and I know that Paul is kind of in new waters working with someone online. He's very much an in-person type coach, but I asked for his help specifically, and I think that he is amazing at that, and I think Tanya is as well. And I'm going to encourage people when he is ready. He is not necessarily ready at this moment to take more online clients, but when that time comes, I'll make you guys more aware of it, and definitely encourage you guys to look towards him as someone to really give you guidance. I'll post a picture probably right around now, and you'll see a picture of him during his bodybuilding days. Very hardcore guy, very in tune with my mindset, and understands the way that I think. I'm almost self-destructive at times because I'm so hard on myself, and I can kind of get into the pits and the valleys, and I stay down there because, like I said, I want it all right now, and he helps kind of bring me back up the mountain a little bit and view that it's not so bad after all. So again, I can't say enough good about them, and I probably ramble on and on about them, but they've just made a huge change for me. So moving forward, I am on the cube rotation. Am I doing Predator? Am I doing Kingpin? Am I doing the original? As of right now, I consider myself very intermediate as a lifter. I do have a 700-pound deadlift right now that looks like complete shit. So I'm strong in that regard, but it's not with good form. My bench press is starting to come around. That old feeling, that old strength feeling is starting to creep back in. So again, I'm going to run with it, but I'm not going to accelerate myself to the point and say, oh, I'm proficient at this. I'm still working technique. I'm still getting myself back acclimated to the weight on the bar, and things are feeling really good. Squat, boring as shit. There's nothing very exciting about a guy like myself who squatted 800 plus, doing repetitions with 320 pounds, but that's what it's going to take to get me better, and that's what you guys are going to see moving forward. Tonight was my speed day. That means bench this week is going to be a heavy day. Squats are going to be for repetition. My bodybuilding day is an accessory day, on and on and on and on. So the cube is still something that, you know, I'm working it because it works. It works for me. It works for my clients. It works for a lot of people. And am I so dogmatic that I would be too stubborn to switch? Absolutely not. But I feel that it's a program that you can adapt to yourself. The rotation is all that I really recommend that people adhere to, having the rotation of intensities being, you know, a heavy day or a maximum day, a repetition day, and a speed day. And then, you know, on the newer programs, instead of the bodybuilding day being for accessory work, it's been more for a secondary bench day, and then more accessory type work, bodybuilding type work to follow. So it works, and I like it, and I feel fresh. I feel strong. Week to week, I'm getting progress, and like I said, I'm down 24 pounds. The goal is to be right around 300 pounds, compete at 308, put up some good numbers there. I'm excited. You know, I'm really excited, and so to get on to the resolutions, number one, let love lead. Okay, I've been a hateful person for the majority of my life. I've been a very negative person, and a few years ago I started doing 4 things, and people know this because I've talked about it in the past, but other people have seen it in action. Number one, every single day I wake up, the first thing I do is I go through 3 to 5 things that I'm thankful for. Could be as ridiculous and as simple as air conditioning on a hot day. It could be that my knee after 13 surgeries feels normal. It could be that someone held a door for me. You know, it could be anything, just simple thankfulness. The second thing, again, I try to go back and I try to think about ways that I can better myself. You know, we all get better on the outside in the gym. This is the easy part for me. I can get better in here. But for me, I like to read. I like to watch documentaries. I like to meet new people. I like to try new foods. I like to travel new places. Just grow, expand your horizon. You never know what you can find out in the world if you just stay locked behind a door. I encourage you very, very, very heavily to get out and do new things, find new people, try anything and everything. You know, there's nothing wrong with experience. The third thing would be helping a total stranger. You know, it could be buying them a cup of coffee in the line at Starbucks. I'm there every single day. Why not just pick up the tab for someone else? Hold the door for someone. I was in a parking lot and a lady was struggling with her groceries. Helped her carry her groceries. I posted about this on Facebook yesterday, but she looked at me like I was crazy, you know, and she went on to talk about how she thought that I would be the last person to help because I was a big guy and intimidating looking. I had tattoos, and she had pretty much openly said that she hated tattoos. And then we got to talking about them, you know, like, do they hurt? What do they mean? And maybe the next time she meets a guy with tattoos, she won't view them the same. You're not just changing that person's moment, you might change their life. I mean, it's kind of a bold statement to make, but it's true. I posted a while back about having that nail in the road and how it can throw your whole journey off course. Well, in terms of knowledge, in terms of experience, you want to find the nail. You want to find the thing that throws you off course. You want to find the thing that disrupts your comfort zone and makes you look at the world differently. You know, I've been that person. I've been a person who's found many nails and had my whole belief system changed in a matter of moments. And it's not that I wasn't secure in my beliefs. It was that I had my eyes open to something that I had never been willing to see. And I think that's something that I've been more welcoming to, is trying to grow as a person through other people, trying to understand by understanding, trying to be empathetic, sympathetic by listening, you know, not judging. And I tell people all the time, it could be your life, could be my life. I mean, there are situations in my life that I cannot believe I found myself in. And when I trace back, it was never one significant decision. It was never like, oh, you know, I'm going to make this huge fuck up decision in my life. It was 1,000 decisions based around trying to do the best thing that I thought that led me down a path that was destructive. And that's why I've come to the realization that I can never judge anyone for their situation, because I don't know that path of 1,000 decisions. You know, there's probably some people that do make that one grand decision, but I think so many people find themselves in bad places that they never thought they would get to. I mean, we were all little kids. We had huge dreams. We had visions of a wonderful life. You know, somewhere along the way we got off course. So who am I to judge? You know, all I can do is be accepting, loving, caring, and try to understand. I mean, that's the thumbprint that I want to leave behind, is that I was someone who tried to make those around himself better. The number 4 thing is I smile. I smile everywhere I go. Most strangers that I make eye contact with, I say, how are you doing? Or hope you have a good day, or I hold a door for them or something like that. What I'm getting at is, when you're always putting out positive, when you're always trying to do the right thing, it's not always possible. But when you're always good intentioned, I think it's hard for the world to keep kicking you, even if you're down right now. And trust me, I've been there. I've been in places where I thought there was no way out, ever. But if you start allowing yourself to see the world differently and approaching the world differently, I think it comes back differently, you know? So if all you're putting out is negative and all you've been getting is negative, try being positive. And that's really it as far as resolutions. I feel like if I continue to do those things, everything else falls into place. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, but my business is systematically growing. My happiness is growing. The time in the gym is getting better. I mean, I have a great group of friends. I have a great group of family. I'm as happy as I've ever been. So I think 2017 is going to be pretty fucking awesome. and stay tuned for tomorrow. I have a big announcement coming tomorrow. Like this video, dislike this video, share this video, subscribe, do all that stuff. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.